Today we are discussing about transfer RNA. We represent it by a tRNA. Transfer RNA. ये जो RNA होता है, it is known as a soluble RNA. Soluble RNA. इसका मतलब ये होता है जब ये RNA अपनी फंक्शन कंप्लीट कर लेता है, उसके बाद it gets dissolved inside the cytoplasm and energy is dragged from it and is used by the cell for its metabolic activities. One more thing, the most important, if you take a transfer RNA, its function is the transfer of amino acids. Transfer of amino acids. It transfers amino acids from cytoplasm to ribosomes. From cytoplasm to ribosome. Messenger RNA carries the message or the codes for the amino acid, but these amino acids are transferred by the transfer RNA from cytoplasm to ribosomes. They mainly made up of 71 to 80 nucleotides. अगर हम आरएनए इसको देखेंगे उसके अंदर कितने न्यूक्लियोटाइड्स होते हैं तो 71 to 80 होते हैं और मोस्टली जो देखा गया है कितने न्यूक्लियोटाइड्स होते हैं मोस्टली वी हैव 75 न्यूक्लियोटाइड्स इन अ ट्रांसफर आरएनए. एंड वन मोर इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग व्हिच वी हैव टू कीप इन माइंड दैट इज अगर हम इसका स्ट्रक्चर देखेंगे स्ट्रक्चर इज क्लोवर लीफ लाइक स्ट्रक्चर और हमारे पास जो ट्रांसफर आरएनए व्हिच इज मेनली रिस्पांसिबल फॉर एलएनए इसका स्ट्रक्चर हमें दिया था हॉली ने. सो वी हैव अ ट्रांसफर आरएनए. हमारे पास एक ट्रांसफर आरएनए है जो बाइंड हो जाता है या बाइंड करता है अपने एनिलीन को एन अमीनो एसिड और इसका जो स्ट्रक्चर था दैट वाज गिवन बाय द हॉली हैज गिवन इट्स स्ट्रक्चर. अब जो हमारे पास ट्रांसफर आरएनए होता है ये ट्रांसफर आरएनए जो हमारे पास होता है इट कंसिस्ट ऑफ 5 आर्म्स. इसके बाद जो आर्म्स होती है दैट दीज आर द 5 नंबर. पहली आर्म जो हमारे पास होती है दैट नोन द एक्सेप्टर आर्म. फर्स्ट आर्म इज नोन एज द एक्सेप्टर आर्म. इसके बारे में हम डिटेल में देखेंगे स्ट्रक्चर में. और दूसरी आर्म जो हमारे पास होती है दैट इज नोन एज द एंटीकोडॉन आर्म. इसके बारे में भी देखेंगे हम डिटेल में. और तीसरी आर्म जो इसके पास होती है उसको बोलते हैं डाईयूरिडीन आर्म. इसके बारे में भी देखेंगे. डाईहाइड्रोयूरिडीन इसके बारे में भी देखेंगे. और चौथी आर्म जो हमारे पास होती है उसको बोलते हैं टी आर्म. इसके बारे में भी देखेंगे. एंड द फिफ्थ वन इज ए वेरिएबल आर्म और इसके बारे में भी हम स्ट्रक्चर इसके अंदर देखेंगे. और सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट जो आपको याद रखना है ये जो ट्रांसफर आरएनए है ये बनता है कहां से डीएनए से. इट इज मेड फ्रॉम ए डीएनए और इसके लिए जो एंजाइम इस्तेमाल होता है दैट इज नोन एज आरएनए पॉलीमरेज. थर्ड इज mainly responsible to synthesize the transfer RNA from a DNA. अब अगर हम इसका स्ट्रक्चर देखेंगे इसका स्ट्रक्चर जो मैंने बताया था क्लोवर लीफ लाइक स्ट्रक्चर दैट मींस कि इसकी जो सिंगल स्ट्रैंड स्ट्रक्चर है वो ऐसे अरेंज की गई है. इट अपीयर्स एज अ क्लोवर लीफ लाइक स्ट्रक्चर. सी इफ आई एम मेकिंग हियर अ स्ट्रक्चर विद दीस आर्म्स. So this is the structure of the transfer RNA here, and this is the one arm, another arm, and this is here a 5' end and this is a 3' end here, and we have here a variable arm. Then we have this one is the anticodon arm. Now this is the structure of the transfer RNA. Now on this sequence on 3' end we have a here presence of a ACC sequence, and this arm is known as an acceptor arm. This is known as acceptor arm. It is the arm upon which amino acid binds. ये वो आर्म है जिसके ऊपर अमाइनो एसिड जो है वो बाइंड हो जाता है। और एक चीज आप याद रखें कि हमारे पास जो ACC सीक्वेंस है दैट इज एक्चुअली पोस्ट ट्रांसक्रिप्शनल मॉडिफिकेशन। ये तब अटैच हो जाता है ACC इसके ऊपर जब पहले हमारे पास इमैच्योर ट्रांसफर आरएनए बन जाता है, उसके बाद इस इमैच्योर ट्रांसफर आरएनए की मॉडिफिकेशन हो जाती है और इसके ऊपर अटैच किया जाता है ACC। हम इसको डिटेल में पढ़ने वाले हैं, गो इन डिटेल व्हेन वी स्टडी द ट्रांसक्रिप्शन प्रोसेस। Now one more arm we have here. If we take this arm, this is known as a T-Psi-C arm. This arm is known as a T-Psi-C arm. The reason is actually we have a presence of here a nucleotide scale that is known as GTPCG. And this P here, this G is guanine, T is thymine, but P is actually the pseudouracil. And C is here a cytosine and G is a guanine. And we can call this P is known as a pseudo. This actually pseudouracil. So this pseudouracil is represented by psi. So we make T, then P is represented by psi and C. This becomes T-Psi-C arm. And this arm, it is mainly responsible for. This is mainly responsible for amino acid. Mainly responsible for ribosome. This is mainly responsible for ribosome recognition. That it recognizes the ribosome inside the cytoplasm of the cell. Then we have the one more arm here. This is known as a dihydrouridine arm. Dihydrouridine arm. We'll see in detail what is the dihydro means, what this pseudouracil means when we study the process of transcription. And this is mainly responsible for this arm. This is mainly responsible for amino acid recognition. So from the cytoplasm, it recognizes the amino acid this arm. And we have this one more arm. This is known as an anticodon arm. Anticodon arm. Now this arm, it is having the code. See, this is a messenger RNA, and this messenger RNA is code here AUG, and the transfer RNA should have an anticode of it. That A here is represented by U, and U is represented by, this is represented by A, and G is represented by C. That means the transfer RNA should have the anticode of this messenger RNA, so that it will bind here and the amino acid is transferred here in the ribosome. So this is known as an anticodon arm. So it is having the anticode of the code which is located on the messenger RNA. So this is the messenger RNA and it's having the anticode of this messenger RNA. That's why we call it as an anticodon arm. And this is known as a variable arm. This is known as a variable arm. That means here the nucleotides are in a variable number. They are in a different number. On the basis of this variable arm, we have two types of transfer RNA. First one, we have a class 1 transfer RNA, and then we have a class 2 transfer RNA. This class 1 transfer RNA, they are mostly they are most prominent here in case of the cytoplasm. They are about 75%. And they contain about, in a variable arm, they contain about 3 to 5 nucleotides. 3 to 5 nucleotides in a variable arm. And if we take a second one, class 2 transfer RNA, these classes, they constitute about 25% of the total transfer RNAs. And if we take there, they have a 13 to 20 nucleotides present in the variable arm. So on the basis of variable arm, we have two classes of the transfer RNA. One, we have class first transfer RNA, which constitutes about 75% of the total transfer RNA, and they are made up of 3 to 5 nucleotides. Then we have a class 2 transfer RNA, which constitutes about 25%, and there are about 13 to 20 nucleotides made up of this second class of transfer RNA. Now this is about the structure of the transfer RNA and the few points about the transfer RNA. The most important thing which you have to keep in mind, this transfer RNA is made from the DNA during the process of transcription. We see all that in detail, and you have to keep in mind the enzyme which is responsible for that. जो enzyme इसको बनने में मदद करता है, उसका नाम है RNA polymerase third. So these are the various arms. These are the 5 arms. This is known as the acceptor arm. इस आर्म के ऊपर अमीनो एसिड जो हमारा है वो बाइंड होता है. और this is known as the T size C arm. It is actually T size C. Actually, it's having the nucleotide sequence G, T, P, C, G. And P here is actually the pseudouracil, which is represented by psi. So T is here, then P is here, then C. So we can call it T size C arm. It recognizes the ribosome in the cytoplasm of the cell. Then after we have a dihydrouridine arm. This is located on this side. Now it is actually responsible for amino acid recognition inside the cytoplasm. Then we have anticodon arm. That means it's having the code, which is actually the anticode of the messenger RNA, which is the code present on a messenger RNA. So we can say this is the transfer RNA. And how many transfer RNAs we have mainly? We have a different kinds of transfer RNA. We have a different types of transfer RNA. Mainly we have, some books write we have a 20 types, because we have a 20 amino acids. For each amino acid we have a different kind of the transfer RNA. But these transfer RNA, there is a number of 250. So we have 20 types of transfer RNAs, but their number is about 250. So that means 250 transfer RNAs take up the amino acid from the cytoplasm, and these amino acids reach to the ribosome. They bind together to make a polypeptide chain, and a protein is formed. Now tomorrow we'll discuss about the sub-points about the ribosomal RNA. Then we'll go through the process of DNA replication.